Hi friends, I am Tess. Today I'm going to show you how to get this 90s inspired grunge makeup look. Today I'm using Youth to the People Air Whip Moisture Cream. This cream is light, but it's very hydrating. It has hyaluronic acid. It's really going to give me that boost of hydration that I really needed for today's look. For the brows today, we are really going back to the 90s. Skinny brows are in, believe it or not. Today we are going to coat the brow hair with the Got2b brow glue to really style the hair and making sure it's going where I want it to go. I'm going to shape the brow into a skinny arch shape. And then I'm following up with the Lawless Shape Up Soft Felt Brow Pencil in the shade Pecan. To really sketch out the shape, I'm focusing more on the top. I am sketching out the arch, making sure it is going where I want it to go, and then I'm lightly filling in the front of the brow hair. Just ever so slightly, I'm focusing more on the shape instead of the brow hair strokes. I also added some white eyeshadow to really make my brow bone pop. For the base today, I am going to pick a lighter foundation because if you remember back in the 90s, a lot of us don't know how to match our foundation. I'm also making sure this finish is a matte finish. Back in the 90s, you don't see a lot of a glowy foundation. So today I'm using the NYX Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation in the shade Light Neutral. This shade is definitely lighter than my skin tone, but don't worry about it, we're going to bronze it up later. I'm taking a foundation brush to just buff it out on the skin, making sure I get every single corner because I really wanted that bland canvas today. To have that really even canvas, let's add a little bit of a concealer to where I need it. I'm adding just a tiny bit to my under eyes and the sides of my nose where my red is peeking through. You can cover whatever you feel like you need to cover just a little bit more, and I'm going to blend it out with a concealer brush. Now the canvas is nice and even, we need to add back some color and some dimension and the structure of the face. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Fair. I focus it more on the sides of my forehead and my cheekbone and my jawline. To lightly set the face, I'm using the Mora Cosmetics Set and Correct Loose Setting Powder in the shade Rose Pink. I'm taking a little triangle puff to lightly set the under eyes and carve out the cheekbone. Let's move on to eyes. Before we finish off the whole face, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original formula. I'm going to dab it all over the eyes and blend it out with a brush. Since it is a 90s inspired grunge look, let's use a very 90s inspired palette. This is the Troublemaker palette by ColourPop. We're taking this light cool tone brown shade with a Morphe A20 brush to really nicely diffuse and blend the crease and my outer V to really find that shape. Next, I'm taking the Morphe A20 brush, a smaller fluffy brush, taking this dark charcoal shade to really focusing on my outer V. I really want to make sure we have a deeper outer corner so we can really bring out the contrast later on. And I'm also taking the same shade and I'm taking a flat top brush to really go in to smoke out my lower lash line with this charcoal gray. It's really going to bring the whole look together. I'm making sure it's nice and smoky on my lower lash line. Since it's a grunge aesthetic, let's not forget to use a black eyeliner. I'm taking the Play Beauty Let It Linger Long Wear Liner in the shade Boss, and I'm going to line the waterline and my lash line and my lower lash line and also my lower waterline. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to a smudge brush to smudge everything out and to create a soft wing liner at the very end. To really play up the eyes, I needed some false lashes to complete this look. I'm taking the Kiss lashes in the style Sire just to trim down enough to fit my eye shape. I am trimming down the outer corners a little bit and putting on some lash glue and putting this lash very close to my lash line. And I will use the finger to really push my real lashes into the false lashes. Also, to really enhance this look, I am using the Tower 28 Make Wave Mascara to really coat my real lashes and the false lashes together for that really seamless look. And I also add some mascara for my bottom lashes as well. Now the eyes are all done, let's move on to the cheeks. For today's look, I really wanted something that's not too warm or not too cool. That's perfect right in the middle. We are going into Buxom's Primer Infused Blush in the shade Dolly to really give that nice warm flush to the cheek, to add some color, add some depth on top of my cheekbones and on the side of my temple. For the lips today, let's use a dark brown lip liner to really give it that 90s grunge look. I'm using the Ace Beauté lip liner in the shade Nailed It to line the top of my lips, the bottom of my lips, and also the side of my lips to just fill it in a little bit because I do want this lip to be nice and very defined. For the lip color today, I really wanted something a little mauve-y, a little retro, so I am taking the Play Beauty Lost and Found lip lacquer in the shade Lupe. This lip lacquer is very opaque and it has a really unique applicator. So I'm taking the shade all over the center of the lips, just making sure the lip lacquer really blends in with the lip liner. For the finishing touches, I added some silver hook earrings and a black turtleneck with some fishnet sleeves to really spice up the 90s inspired grunge look.